Hey guys, it's Rigant here. Today I'm gonna show you how to rent an Ark server on Gportal. I'm also gonna explain the most important settings to you and also how to make a server cluster so you can travel from one to another world on your own server. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, we have to get on their website, obviously, and since I'm partnered with Gportal, you can luckily get a 10% discount if you're gonna use the link in the video description, and also you're gonna support me with that. So after you click the link, you will end up on this site here. And now you can either log in or register, depending on what you want, if you have registered already or not. If you go and register now, you can first of all choose the language of your choice here. And then you can either register with Facebook, Google, Twitch, or Xbox, or just log in. Since I have an account, I'm gonna log in here. So after you logged in then or registered, you will end up on this site, and now you can just go on rent server, and then you will see Ark right here on our, at our top games, and then you can, you have a variety of presets here that you can choose of. I will make an own configuration to show it to you. Otherwise, you can also use these here. Then let's go on order now. And then you see you already got the 10% discount here. And then you can just select some different settings here. First of all, the amount of players that can join your server or that can join your game cloud. I will explain this later to you. Normally, if you just play with some friends, 10 should be enough. If you, here you can choose between some different durations here. I'm going to choose 3 days, but you can also rent it for a year, for example. Then you will get another 20% discount here. So I'm going to choose 3 days since I'm not going to use the server. I just want to show it to you. And then you have to choose your available location that is the closest to you. If you live in England, then obviously London would be the best for you. For me, it's Frankfurt in Europe since I live in Germany. And then you see some different things here. First of all, the support phone number here, you can probably write this down to you so you always have it right if you need it. Then you have some payment methods. I'm going to show it to you in a second, and some advantages from Gportal, that you have a very quick support, for example, and a high flexibility and quick setup servers here. Then we can just go on continue. And then we will end up in the payment screen here. Then you have some different options. First of all, you see a summary here, a small one from your server settings. Then you can choose between PayPal, credit card, instant bank transfer, PaySafe card, or just pay with your balance. I'm going to choose pay with your balance here since I have some balance. And then you see our server's already set up. Now we can just turn it on already, but before that we should probably change some settings. This is your IP that you will need to join your server. I will show it to you in a second. Then you see the CPU and RAM of your server. There's 0 right now since it's just starting. It hasn't started yet. And then you also see the FTP access data if you need this, if you want to do something there. So now you see the CPU started. Let's go into the basic settings. So first of all, we can choose the platform, the server name, the slots, the map. I will show the settings to you on one of my servers, so I can just go through the most important settings, because there are tons of settings. I can just scroll very quick through that. As you can see here, we have very many settings, and I will just show you the most important ones. It's impossible to go through every single setting here. So I would show it to you on another server. And then you have some configuration files. I wouldn't touch this if you are not experienced in this, so just ignore this. You have the logs. If you, for example, play on a server with many people and you have to check something, if someone cheated or not. Then you have the console, where you can just type in commands. From the Gportal side here, destroy wild dinos, for example, kills all wild untamed dinos. So this is the console. Then some engine settings. For example, you have some very important stats, player stats, and dino and tamed dino stats, I think. That you can choose off here. Like, it's a little quick access, I would say. Then you obviously also have some mods. Obviously, you have to be sure that it's compatible with your current version. It may be that it doesn't work with your current version, but then you have different mods you can choose. For example, max wild dino level 1200. You can just press install and it's gonna install. You can also check the workshop link for Steam then. Then we can go into some administration here. Auto update. If you always want to have your server on the newest update, just turn this on. It's also, just always turned on if you don't change this. Then you can choose restart schedules. For example, if you want the server to restart every 3 hours, just do this here or schedule this here. You can also do every 6 hours or every 12 hours. I would recommend like every 3 to 6 hours restart would be good. Otherwise, you will have to do it manually, which can be very annoying. Then we have the backup option here. This is very, very, very important, guys. I've experienced it very often that people don't use this and they install some mods, and the mods somehow destroy the world because it's affecting the server somehow, and they lose their whole world. So make sure before you change anything important on your server, make sure to just create a backup, confirm, and you're good to go. Wait a few seconds, and then you can just change some server settings or install some mod plugins or whatever you want. But just make sure to always create a backup. It's not time consuming, and it will probably save you a lot of work to recover your server. Then you have permissions. Here you can type in usernames on Gportal that you want that to have access on your server. For example, if I would type in now you, for example, and you will have an existing account on Gportal, then you would have access on your dashboard to this server. So if you have some friends that you want to play on the server with and you're renting the server, you can type in their usernames, and then they will also have access to the settings here. So if you go on vacation or something that they don't need your login details or something, they can just log in with your no, they can't log in. They will just have access to your server through their account. Then you have support here, obviously, wiki, forum, tickets, and write a ticket, and also the hotline here. And also here again, forum, wiki. And that's basically it. Let's go to one of my servers into the settings. The island, this server, for example. And very important, this is a game cloud now. You see, I have Crystal Island, the island, and Fjordor on this game cloud. I can also add another server by adding more slots here. So I would have to edit the game cloud and put it to 40 since we need 10 slots per server always. And then I could add another server with Aberration, for example. And now currently on my server, I can travel between Fjordor, the island, and Crystal Island. And you can also do this on your world. You can also set up like 7 servers. It doesn't matter. You just have to put them in the same game cloud. And then I'm going to explain to you in a second what do you have to change in the settings. So let's go into these settings here real quick. So I'm in the basic settings now. I deleted some very important informations like password and stuff that I don't want to everyone to know. I'm on Steam. You can choose between Epic, Steam, or crossplay. You can choose the server name. This is not the world. I can also type in remake the island here now. This is just the server name. Then this amount of slots you want, and this is the map. So here you can just choose the map you want. Total conversions, not important for you. Current save game, like there are tons of settings now. I won't go through every single setting. I will just show you the most important ones since this would be way too much for this one video here. So here you can set a server password and an admin password and a spectator password. Language probably also very important if you're not speaking English or your friends don't speak English. You can change this here. You can also compare these settings with your settings, and but I don't have many settings changed here, only the most important ones. You can change the message of the day. You can make a ban list, a white list, so nothing special here. Forced dino respawn, very important setting for me, because after a restart I want fresh dinos. For example, if Spinos or something go extinct on a server very, very quickly, and if you don't turn on this option, the Spinos will be extinct and there will be no Spinos anymore on the server. So just turn this on, and after every restart, the dinos will respawn. So very good option here to turn on. New Year event. So if you want the events to be online on your server, just activate this. Also, there are Christmas events and stuff, so just turn this on. I have it turned off right now for my server. And these are now the very important settings for travel settings. You have to turn on cross-arc travel, and then you need a cluster ID. So turn this on, and then I just created this by myself. I just typed in something I wanted to have as a cluster ID. And then take this cluster ID. You can also type in remake 105, and that's it. And then you have to go into your cluster or into your game cloud and put this cluster ID into every single server on your game cloud. So turn this on every single server, and also type in the same cluster ID. Just copy paste it into every single server that you have in your game cloud, and then you will be able to travel between the different worlds on your server. So these are the most important two options. Turn this on and put this cluster ID, the same cluster ID, into every single server on your game cloud, and then you can just travel between them. These are just the two most important things here. And then you have also some different options here that prevent upload items, that they can't transfer items and stuff like that. I don't have anything changed here. So you can turn on events here, summer event, birthday event, Turkey trial event, so different events if you want to have this on your server. Turn on server PvE. This you will need this one to disable cryo sickness on your server, but I've made an extra video on that, so check out this one if you want to know how to disable cryo sickness. So then we have a lot of unnecessary options. Enable PvP gamma, probably also important if you want to change the gamma on your server. Show floating damage text, also a very nice option here. Floating names, allow hit marker server crosshair. Then we get into some multipliers here. So XP multipliers, probably you want to change something here if you want to level up quicker. Kill XP multipliers, so all XP multipliers, you will have to change them by yourself if you want to change something here. Then harvest amount multiplier. I've set this very, very high since I'm just testing a lot of stuff on my server. So probably if you want to be quick but not too quick, put this on 4 or 5 would be probably good. Then harvest health multiplier, harvesting damage multiplier. So you see I have very high numbers here. I wouldn't recommend this if you want to have fun on your server. Crop growth speed multiplier if you want your crops to grow quicker. Fishing loot quality multiplier if you want to have high quality fishing loot. Nighttime speed scale if you want short nights, just lower is. Make it higher if you want shorter nights. I think this was lower, increases the length of each night. Yeah, so if I put this on 0.5, the night will be longer. So make this higher if you don't like nights on your server. You can also change the day cycle speed or the daytime. Disable weather fog if you don't want any fog on your server. Structure damage multiplier, very important setting for PvP. Player damage multiplier, very important, also for PvE, for example, or if you just don't want to die that quick. Hair growth speed multiplier. Allow third person player, probably also an important setting here. Taming speed multiplier, probably the most important setting in the game. Also for passive tame interval multiplier. And mating, egg catching, baby major speed, baby food consumption, baby cuddle interval, baby imprint amount, baby imprinting stat scale multiplier, baby cuddle. So just all of the very important settings for your dinos. If you want to tame quicker and stuff like that. Dino damage multiplier or tame dino damage multiplier, probably also very important settings if you want to change something here. Allow flyer carry, don't turn this off since otherwise the flyers can't carry any creatures or something like that. Here you can force allow cave flyers, so you have, for example, the swamp cave where you can normally not fly, but with this option turned on, you can fly in that. then you have some map settings here. I wouldn't change anything. You can change the water level and make it higher if you want to flood the map or something like that. But normally these settings, these presets are fine. And now I think we are done here. So you can just copy the settings here if you want. Yeah, I can also show you the mods I have installed, like Coyote Stacks 2, Big Stacks, then Structure Plus, Pet Finder, and Death Helper. So if I die, I have a helper. And these are working on my server, so probably you can use them for your server too. So then let's go again into our dashboard, and you see I have these game clouds here, and I will also show you how to join your server. I think this one is the one we've just bought. Yeah. So now you will need this IP. Just copy this, and then we have to go into Steam. Very important. Then we go onto View, Game Servers, and then on this plus here, then just paste in the address that we just copied and press OK. And then it will be somewhere here. It's either this or this. I don't know which one right now. I think it's this one. Let me check. No, it's this one here. So you see, this is our IP address. And then you can just start Ark. So then you go on Join Ark and put this on my favorites. And then you will have some different servers here. For me, it was this server now that we've just put into our favorites. You will also find all of the other favorites that you've put in the past. And then just press join. If you have a password, you will obviously have to type in a password, but we haven't set up a password now. And then we can just join the server here. Now just create a survivor, skip this here, and then congratulations, you're playing on your own server now. If you want your friends to join, they will obviously also have to put the server in their favorites on Steam. So they also have to do the same things you have done. And yeah, now you could just start playing here. But let me show you now how this with the game cloud and the clusters works real quick. So you also know how to change server or change worlds on your server. So for that, we're gonna join the island server with a password here that I have on my cluster, as you've seen in a few seconds or minutes ago. I have these 3 servers in my cluster, and now we are joining the island server here, since I logged out there the last time. So here we are, and let me get to this airdrop here real quick. You can also do this on terminals and stuff, but now we have to get to an airdrop or a terminal and go here and travel to another server. You also see we have our gear here in our inventory. But now we can choose one of our servers in our game cloud. You see our other 2, the island servers, are not listed here anymore since they are not in our cluster. And let's choose Fjordo here, join with survivor, type in my password, and just accept it. It will take a few seconds sometimes before he takes it, and he will load a few seconds, so just chill if it doesn't do it instantly. And now he's just loading, and now our character will transfer completely with our stuff we have on us. So there we go. Now we are on Fjordo. We can choose a spawn here now. And he's downloading our character. And there we go. We spawned now on the volcano island. And you see we also have all of our items here. So this is now the end of the video. If you want to get the 10% discount and you want to support me, then make sure to use the link in the video description to rent your server. And if you need help, probably ask in the comments, but I'm also limited in my knowledge about the server settings and stuff like that. So if I can't help you, just make sure to hit up the Gportal support here. But yeah, then hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!